Welcome back to Hannity. Now here at home, dozens of governors have announced that they will not welcome Syrian refugees into their states. Now, earlier I spoke with two governors who have made that pledge, Florida Governor Rick Scott and Texas Governor Greg Abbott. All right, gentlemen, thank you both for being with us. Governor Scott, I don't blame you. I think we have a duty to protect, in your case as a governor, the citizens of your state. Same thing with you, Governor Abbott. We hear from our intelligence community that there's a risk. Why do you think the president would just push aside that risk and gamble with the lives of the American people? Governor Scott.
Sean.
Well, first off, it's really concerning. I got on the White House call last night. I asked three questions. Number one, how's your vetting better than the French vetting? Because I'm sure the French government didn't want somebody to pose as a refugee and come into their country and be a terrorist. He said it's just better. Number two, are you going to give me or my law enforcement the information, the background information? No, we're not. And number three, are you going to give me any authority to make decisions for my state? No. I'm responsible, just like Governor Abbott is, for the citizens of our state. 20 million people in my state, over 100 million visitors. I'm going to defend their safety.
Wow. And Governor Abbott, any questions you asked, and what are your major concerns?
Well, Sean, our major concerns obviously are for the safety and security of people in Texas as well as across the United States. As you know, earlier today, it was discovered by Honduran officials that Syrians were coming through Honduras on their way to the United States to wreak terroristic activity. We've had several arrests in the state of Texas of people who are connected with ISIS. This is a very real situation that Texas is having to deal with. And I got to tell you one thing, Sean, and that is the narrative out there is absolutely false when they say governors have no authority to do anything about this, because we do. Under Section 8 of the U.S. Code, Section 1522, it specifically authorizes the states to control these refugee resettlement programs. And so anyone who says governors don't have the authority to do anything about it,
so you can prevent them from being in your state. You can prevent them from going to Texas, and Governor Scott can prevent them from going to Florida.
Well, here's what we can do, and that is the money that flows from the federal government to these agencies goes through the states. And these agencies have to, quote, cooperate with the states. And because I am saying that we are not going to allow these refugees in the state of Texas, that means that we, as a state, are going to be able to cut this off, and that is pursuant to federal law.
And you agree with that, Governor Scott?
Our state? Yeah, the experience in our state is this money flows, in our state, the money flows directly to these agencies. When we've already said we will not accept the Syrian refugees. We want the federal government to slow down. We don't even know what's all that's happening in Paris. Let's get the facts first. Take our time and make a good decision. But they're directing this money directly to the agencies, even though our state agencies have said no. They're directing the money right there.
All right, I want to thank you both of you. And by the way, my two favorite states, and neither one of you have a state income tax. Thank you both. And coming up, the people